It's hard to do the clap because the mic's like here, so I can't actually. Yeah.
Bruh.
Right. Top 5 things that SEOs do not do, Mr. Dooley.
That they don't do.
That they don't do.
Right,
In your
okay.
opinion, obviously.
In my opinion. So I'm going to go against the grain on a few things here. Obviously, it's what they don't do. Disavows, definitely number one. So people don't realise that disavows don't work. People just think that Google are good at ignoring toxic links.
Yeah.
And the truth of the matter is they're very, 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 very good at ignoring toxic links to a certain degree until it becomes a problem. And then when it becomes a problem, it's too late. So it's there for you to use. So use it. Get rid of the toxic links. I'm not asking you to go and disavow links that have got any sort of power and trust. I'm just asking you to get rid of the high toxicity, low power, low trust links. People don't do it.
So you're kind of the opinion that if there's a Google tool out there that they're trying to get you to use, why aren't you using it?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't believe everything that Google tells me, but they've not created a tool. People have got like this kind of conspiracy theory that the minute you upload a disavow, that's it, you've admitted that you're doing spam and you're going to get penalised. It's not there. It's there for you to... I've seen so many times, I've got so much test data to show how it works, and it just annoys me when people say, I've done a disavow and it's not worked. And I'm like, well, what have you used? I've used Ahrefs or SEMrush, but you're not using the right tools. It's like doing GSA and saying links don't work. Do you know what I mean? It's just wrong. Or some people argue that they don't work and they've never done a disavow in their life. And you're like, how can you say it doesn't work if you've never done a disavow?
Yeah.
It's just frustrating. So I'd say that's my number one. I'd say number two is EEAT. And I think and the reason why I'm putting these number one and number two was because there's a lot of unnatural link penalties still to this day that are coming out that we're dealing with on a week by week basis. The fact that Google are still coming out with manual action on unnatural link penalties is telling you that they're looking at these toxic links. And the second one with regards to the EEAT, there's author transparency penalties. People don't talk about this enough. Or they just might not know. But they end up, to be fair, I've only actually ever seen it in the finance and the Google News. Yeah. I'm presuming it's in health and your money, your life niche as well. I've just never seen it personally. We've not really been too involved in EEAT until the last probably 7 or 8 months. But we've had author transparency penalties come through, which then starts telling you, oh, wow.
If the penalty exists, it must be there.
And then I was just recently in Chiang Mai, and Cyber Shepherd's a Google quality rater, and he's telling us some of the things of what Google asked him to look for, and you're looking at it, and it is from the Google quality rater guidelines. Yeah. So just tick the boxes. Do you know what I mean? It don't cost a lot to do it. Just get the things done right. And just don't do it. And they just think, EEAT is the thing that SEOs
do you not think this
up.
is because it's the one, like, get quick
potentially
rich?
Yeah you should just be like a real business. Just treat your site like a real business. So I'd put that number two, basically because both are manual action penalties from Google. She's telling me Google deem this to be important. Number three, content pruning. And the reason why I'm putting content pruning there is because too many people now are obsessed with topical authority, but what they're doing is they're not realising what topical authority actually is. Which is topical coverage plus historical data equals topical authority. People are coming along now with regards to thinking they're scaling topical authority when it's scaling topical coverage. They're not getting the traffic, they're not getting the historical data, they're not getting any backlinks or social media shares to those pages. They're actually thin content. There's no information gain because they're doing copycat content. They're using correlation tools and doing copycat content. Not good enough. So for that reason, there's certain pages that they need to do that needs to be removing pages. So the cost of information retrieval is cheaper for Google to rank your website than your competition. So that's my third one on the list. Number 4 then is SPOs and RDF triples. Yeah. And some people are going to be like, what are you on about? And it's to do with semantic SEO, and with regards to different entities and semantics that need to be on the page. And SPO stands for subject, predicate, and object. It's the way that you get the words in a certain sentence to get not just featured snippets. Everything comes down to the cost of information retrieval. And if you can get more RDF triples or semantic triples with regards to SPOs on your page, you will rank better. And it's fact. There's so many times you can just go into a page, go into an existing page, get more semantic triples in, you'll rank better. Go into the page, get more entities on the page, you'll rank better. Cairo still to this day is doing lorem ipsum content and placing certain words in certain places on a page mathematically and getting predictable results because Google's algorithm is an algorithm. And people need to keep remembering that. People think that it's all about good quality content. It is for the user. But actually, mathematically, it's about getting the right semantics, the right entities, and the right SPOs on the page.
And another thing within the RDF triples is it's primarily within Google is SPOs. It's not, you can also have SVOs or subject, verb, and objects.
Yeah.
Predicates are very similar to verbs, but it could have a few add-on words with it.
And then I'd say the last one on my list is CRO. Now, I'm absolutely blessed that I don't need to worry about CRO. The reason for that, I've got Rick Hope at Statue that does a lot of my websites, builds a lot of the sites out, gets the right call to actions put in the right places, drills down to me about branding, drills down to me about user experience, and everything's set up correctly.
Would you say the CRO changes on a keyword basis?
Explain.
So as in like certain intensive keywords might need positions of buttons or things in different areas on the page. So
yeah, for sure. There's different nuances from niche to niche, for sure. There's another one, I'm a big advocate of Kurt Phillip at Convertica. He's absolutely brilliant with regards to CRO. Now, I've kind of referred Kurt through to so many people and he's gone and done an amazing job, done massive uplifts with regards to whether it's Shopify kind of stores, whether it's just WordPress kind of affiliate sites, even display ads, even looking at certain places where you can place certain ads for you to earn more money. So from a freelancer point of view, Kurt at Convertica is brilliant. Just try and make certain that you're leveraging the most the traffic you're getting, you're leveraging the most money you can out of it from a conversion rate optimization point of view. Too many people are not looking at that, and I think it's very, very, very important that they start doing.
So one thing I would add on to that is one of my biggest pet hates within that SEOs don't do is they don't look at monetization avenues enough. So if they're affiliate, they are literally tunnel vision. They're only an affiliate. They don't think of, oh, actually, I can capture email lists. I can start promoting, or I might be able to make my own product in the future to promote to that list.
Yeah.
I can cross-sell, I think you hit it on another podcast, pixel data.
Yeah.
I could actually sell or rent out this pixel data.
Yeah, I mean, there's a whole video for us to do with regards to monetization of different monetization. There's like 20 different monetization methods.
Yeah.
That fall under, you could call it falls under CRO if you wanted to, but the whole thing, it's almost going like backlinks within going in. You could go talk a whole for 2 hours.
I guess I personally would say it's monetization and CRO is an element of monetization.
Yeah, right? I agree with you on that. Yeah, so when I say CRO, I probably do mean monetization methods for sure. So it's out of that list that I've done in that order. Would you change any of the orders that you think people don't do enough of? I suppose you could put monetization further up.
I would probably say monetization towards the top, because if you're ranking 9 times out of 10, monetization is going to be quite important. But I would then probably say it's a juggle between content pruning and disavows. They're kind of on par. But
it's one of them. It's one of them. They're all important.
Exactly, they are very important.
It's a daft type of question for you to ask or me to ask you what's more important. They're both important. They're both important components for you to get to the end result. So therefore, like they all need doing. It's the fact that some of these are not doing any of these, and it's like, why?
So what would you say is one core fundamental that it's like a pet hate? It's not in your top 5, but it's a pet hate.
I'd say they're my 5, the pet hates. If you're asking like what additional things that people could be doing that they're not doing, is so many sites have been hit, affiliate sites have been hit, and now they've been completely demoralised with regards to they're not getting any traffic from Google. Google have completely smashed them out of the park, not ranking top 100. Majority of these people, I'm asking them, have you set up Bing Webmaster Tools? I'm still earning some money on affiliate. Have you set up Bing Webmaster Tools? No. They set it up, they go into Bing Webmaster Tools. Dead easy to set up, just copy it over from Google Search Console. They're getting 1,000 clicks a day on Bing. Like, optimize them just for Bing. Like, you can have sites that are earning 10 grand a month on affiliate just with Bing. And then start utilizing Bing for its keyword research. People aren't doing that enough. Actually, something that works better than ever at the moment is buying an ODYS domain, 301 in it, even if it's been tanked in Google. Bing still loves links, and especially the kind of link velocity. Go and get yourself, if you've been hit on a site, go and get yourself a 301, a relevant 301, line it up on the relevance, and then start looking at your Bing traffic and actually start optimizing for Bing. At some point, hopefully, if you're doing some of the things we mentioned there with disavows and content pruning, you might be able to recover it back from Google, but at least you're still earning money today from Bing traffic. So what's one thing that you kind of feel that people don't do?
I would say one thing that people don't do.
Or regards to like the links, let's say. What?
I think too many people focus on do follow links and not enough on no follow links. Yeah. So what's really interesting is you'll have someone's wanting to say purchase a link and they go, oh, it has to be do follow. But then that same person in a different conversation would happily accept a link from Forbes, but that's no follow.
Yeah.
Well, what's the difference?
To be fair, I think more and more nowadays as well, I've started to realise that no follow actually pass. I'm not saying the pass page rank, probably that's the wrong terminology, but no follow backlinks increase rankings.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. I do feel that it has become more important. I feel like previously I was obsessed by do follow. I'm like, I wanted a no follow, do follow ratio, but I was more like, let's go and get them foundational links to get the no follows. I want do follow now. I want the power. And I still do prefer do follow over no follow, if I'm being honest. But yeah, there's no more of a weight I feel to these no follow links.
I had a past site that I tested this on, and it was in the lottery niche. So it's in lottery. And it was about 10 no follow links. That's all I built. There was no do follow links to this website, 10 no follow links. And I ranked with 10 no follow links.
That's crazy.
And again, it's just one of them if there's a tag there, do follow, no follow, obviously it's a tag on the HTML side, but Google will look at the do follow and they'll also look at the no follow. So why would you make a footprint for yourself on only building do follow links?
Yeah. I wonder what you guys think. Is there anything that you think we've missed off that people are not doing properly in 2024 that they could be going into 2024 that you're guessing that you feel people are not doing enough of now? Hit us up in the comments. Let's see.
Like, subscribe. That'll do it.
All right. Sounds good. See you soon.